Good Tuesday to you. This is Brother Michael Lucia coming to you from Calvary Baptist Church. I want to turn our attention back to Psalms, chapter number 1, verse number 2. Psalms, chapter 1, verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Now, yesterday I talked to you about, but his delight. Where is your delight? What is your delight in? It shouldn't be in a video game. It should be in Jesus and Jesus alone. But today I want to talk to you about this. Where is that delight? He said it's in the law of the Lord. The law of the Lord. What is the law of the Lord? Listen, we know the laws of America. We know it's a crime to do this, and we know it's a crime to do that. And listen, speed limit sign says 35. That's the law. If you drive 36, 37, 38, 45, whatever. Any of that is breaking speed limit. You deserve a ticket. That's just the law. That's the law of the land. That's the law of that area. And think about it like this. God has a law too. And see, for man's law, if you got money, you can get out of man's law and you'll walk away with a little flick on the wrist and go on about your way. But with God, there is no swatting of the wrist. There's no batting of the eye, no turning of the head, none of that. See, God's law is solid. God's law starts all the way in Genesis, and it comes all the way over to Revelation. And in that law, my friend, there is many commandments. The commandments are not suggestions. That's the law of the Lord. Why do I say that? Well, when I was a kid, I remember growing up, and my daddy, my granddaddy, they would tell me to do something. Michael, I want you to, whatever it is, clean the truck or shovel this ditch or whatever. They told me that's not a suggestion. That's a command. A command means you do something. And here's the thing about it. If you don't do it, there's repercussions. And there was many times I didn't do it and I got consequences. I didn't get my rear end tore up quite near enough because later on in life I rebelled and did things I shouldn't have. But I didn't understand at the time what that meant because I was young. Later as I grew up, I started to understand that when Daddy or Granddaddy told me to do something, it meant you do it. God works the same exact way, my friend, tonight. God tells you to do something, God means do it. If God says don't do it, don't do it. Don't go near it. Don't try it. You know what happened when I tried alcohol? I started drinking regular. I just tried it just a little. Before I know it, I'm an alcoholic. When I started drugs, that's how I started drugs, just trying a little. Before long, I'm spending hundreds on it a week. Why? Because I started out trying. You know that's the way sin works? Sin says, try me, just try me. I'm not going to hurt you. God says, don't try it at all. God says, stay away from this stuff. God says, homosexuality is an abomination. That is a law, and if you break it, you will be condemned. Not here in America. No, here in America, we promote it. We agree with it. Oh, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Everybody's doing it. Don't mean it's right. The law of the Lord says it's wrong. The law of the Lord says to not partake in gluttony. We go to all these all-you-can-eat buffets and we hurt ourselves. We walk out and we're miserable. We're stuffed. We're just so full. How about we read up on the law of the Lord? The law of the Lord ain't going to change.